What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today, doing the recap from Saturday, February 19th, as we saw Amir Khan and Kell Brook go at it in the 147-pound welterweight division. Well, technically, it was a catchweight of 149 pounds. And the two former champions finally squared off in a big rivalry. And, you know, it was one of those fights where, do we really care? But, you know, there was enough people. It was enough. I cared enough to see the result because these two guys just have never liked each other and always talk shit. And I was happy with the outcome. It wasn't because I predicted Brook. I'll be honest. The only reason I picked Kell Brook to win this fight is because he was more relevant in recent years than Amir Khan. Amir Khan really hasn't been in a relevant fight since like 2018, was it 2018 or 2019? I think 2019 against Crawford, but prior to that he didn't do shit. Kell Brook was 2020, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe Kell Brook, I think has the better punch and. You know, and all that nonsense. And I was just like, yeah, that was my sheer prediction right there, was based off of that. It had nothing to do with anything else. So, you know, I'm just going to be honest, let everybody know that was my basis for picking Kell Brook to win the fight. And, you know, from what I read, you know, I saw some of the highlights. He went out there. Khan really didn't do much. And Kell Brook just landed shots and broke him down and beat him up and stopped him in the 6th round. And who knows what this means for Kell Brook. You know, I mean, but in no way am saying Kell Brook, he definitely isn't a top 10 guy. You know, he's going to have to go beat a legitimate top 10 fighter or somebody else to be considered as a top 10 guy, you know. But not to say that he can't go out there and prove that, but I just don't know. That's a God's honest, you know, answer right there. I don't know what the future holds for Kell Brook. Amir Khan somehow says he might, you know, retire. Like, what the hell is the might? You know, I mean, does this guy really believe that people are still going to pay to see him fight? I mean, I don't know. And he's going to get hurt, man. Why the fuck would he keep fighting? But I have no idea. All I know is Kell Brook went out there, did his thing, got it done. That in a way I'm glad, because Amir Khan was the A side, and you know, it was always up to him to make the fight, and he talked so much shit, past and present, and now finally Kell Brook shuts him up, and it's good. I like Kell Brook. Kell Brook is a B side, and Kell Brook, I think, needed the win more than Khan, or needed to continue his career more than Khan, because Kell Brook, again, didn't make the money that Amir Khan has made. So now Kell Brook can kind of push forward and maybe do other things in the welterweight division, or even 154, maybe give it another run, you know, to try to be relevant again, and we'll see what happens. But congratulations to Kell Brook. I mean, even if he hung it up now, he's got that notch on his belt, and that probably feels really good. So congratulations to him on the victory. Amir Khan, you know, I always respected Amir Khan's style. I always respected him as a fighter. I thought he was better than some other people think, but, you know, never got to see that, you know, because sometimes, you know, I want to throw this little nugget in there for everybody that people might not know. I mentioned it on Facebook the other day, but this is a true story. I never felt that Floyd Mayweather ever ducked anybody, ever, except for Amir Khan. I feel like he did not want to fight Amir Khan, and I'll tell you why. Here's my proof to that. So back, whatever year Floyd fought Marcos Maidana, prior to the Maidana fight, Maidana had just whipped the shit out of Adrian Broner. And Amir Khan was a big name at the time that was calling out Floyd. A lot of people wanted to see that fight. So Floyd decides to put a poll out online. Now, you got to look at the comparison here between Khan and Maidana at that time. Khan, more money, brings in more money, bigger name than Marcos Maidana, and he beat Marcos Maidana in a very good fight, a war. Go back and watch that fight if you didn't see it. Floyd puts a poll out online asking the fans, who do you want me to fight next? Do you want me to fight Maidana or you want me to fight Amir Khan? The fans voted for Amir Khan. Floyd fought Marcos Maidana anyways. And again, I never thought Floyd ducked anybody. I just know for sure he avoided Amir Khan, for sure. And that shows you, in my opinion, the kind of talent that Amir Khan had. That Amir Khan had the kind of talent. Imagine him and Floyd at that time if they would have fought. You know, yes, Amir Khan's downfall always been his chin. But he was a very good boxer and he was fast as shit. And Floyd, one of maybe the best defensive fighter of all time. Quick hands, but not a lot of power at that time because he continued to keep injuring his hands. So I am in no way saying that Khan would have beat Floyd, but I think his style might have given Floyd some trouble. And if Floyd didn't knock him out late in the fight, that decision might be close. And I think that played a lot into it. So I just want to throw that out there for Amir Khan. That's how much I respected him and everything. And I want to throw that out there because he's really getting dogged by a lot of people right now. And to some degree, it's deserved. But, you know, I also want to show how much respect I have for Khan and the balls that guy had to move up to 155 and fight Canelo Alvarez. You know, that took balls. I know it was a lot of money, but Khan didn't go in there and lay down the way Adrian Broner did against Manny Pacquiao and just cash in and get a paycheck. Khan went in there and he was doing well. He was boxing well. He just got brutal. And you know what? You don't set yourself up to get hit like that. You stay away the whole fight and avoid those big punches. You know, if you're just going in there to cash in, you don't get hit with a punch like that. You just don't. And Khan went in there to try to win. He was boxing well before Canelo knocked his fucking head off. So, you know, that shows the kind of talent and heart that fool has. And I appreciate what Amir Khan did for boxing, you know, and what he was in boxing. I appreciate it. So, just want to throw that out there. We saw Khan and Brook. We saw the result. Kell Brook, 6th round TKO, and he pushes forward. Congratulations again to him. And that was the weekend recap for the Saturday, February 12th ESPN card. If I said DAZN, I apologize. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing. You've been here with the truth.